Okay, it is the one and only Ronin the Traveler, man. Shout out to all the channel members. Shout out to the Blue Book Passport Cartel. Let me tell you about the time I had to jump out of a 2-story window to save my life. And this story is 100% true. I went into it on a podcast I was doing with the bros one night. Brother said, man, finish the story. So I'm going to tell you guys the complete story time. But the story time take place in a Louisiana courtroom one day. I had just lost my wife. I lost my home and my kids. And on top of that, I was paying an unusual amount of child support. The judge was looking at this business that I used to have. So he had me pegged at making $150,000 a year. And I wasn't making nowhere around that, but they still had my child support set to that. So I had to get another job at night. I was working 3 jobs. So I get a job at Walmart. Walmart was doing renovations. So I got like this temporary job. And that's when I met her. I go into the Walmart one night and you meet the manager. They had a manager crew meeting us the first night. And I meet a chick there named Jamisha. Now, Jamisha was an assistant manager, 30 years old. She had this almond skin and she was beautiful, man. When I looked at her, I told you guys, man, when I see a woman I hear music, man. All I do is think of you. I seen her, man. She had a nice shape. And what I remembered most about Jamisha, she had this pink Walmart shirt on and it was like a tank top, and I thought that was unusual, but it was that, and I could tell we had a instant attraction. So we would do our work, man, and when I would take breaks, I would notice she would look at me, and my boy that was right there with me named Fabian, he's like, hey man, I think old girl like you. She always asking for you and looking around. I think she like you. And he was right, because when I started taking breaks in the break room, man, Jamisha would come in there and she would just make small talk at first. And as the weeks went by, she was getting closer and closer to me, man, and spending more and more time with me. And I told her a lot of the things I was going through. I was just so vulnerable, man. She could smell it. She was a shark. She could smell it in the water. And she would tell me that I was cute and I was nice. And it's my wife's loss that she said, you should be happy. You have a new start. And she was like, she's been single for a while. She has no kids and she want a family. And, that inner Captain Saber 304 in me was looking at that like, man, I just want to ease my pain. So I'm looking at this woman who's telling me she wants what I want. And I'm telling you, man, you got that inner simp. That inner simp get you in a lot of trouble. So one night we go, instead of sitting in the break room, we sit in my car, and Jamisha kissed me. And from that day on, man, we were like a work couple, talking every day, spending time, getting hot and heavy in my car. And one night she was like, hey, I'm going to need a ride to my house. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Now look, I'm not really pushing up on her because I just don't have nothing. I was staying in a empty 1-bedroom studio after I lost my house. So that morning I bring her home, and Jamisha's just radiating, man. She's very happy. And I remember pulling up at her townhouse, and I pull up I'm on the street, and she looked at me, she gave me a kiss, and she got out. And while she had the door open, and she looked back and said, do you want something to eat? And I said jokingly, what? She said, me. And that was it. I said, what? She said, come eat me. And I jumped out like, God damn. I jumped out of the car, locked it, and now we went into the house. And instantly, she had a townhouse. We went up the stairs instantly, and it went down. That was some of the best box, and I really did eat that pudding. And look, man, I'm telling you guys, man, don't do what I do. I tell you guys need story time. I'm just keeping it a buck. I needed it. I was stressed. I missed my kids. I missed everything. And that woman she grabbed my hands, and she was bouncing like pogo stick. I'm talking about she was giving it all she got. She giving me the best she got, like Anita Baker. I bet everything on my wedding ring. And she had put it in. I was like, oh man, I'm good. And we had a session out of this world. Now, after she had wore me out, we had worked all night. Me and her both fall asleep in the bed. And I remember hearing a door shut. And I wake up instantly. And it wasn't the door to the house. It was the door to a truck. And I wake up and I shake her and she get up. And she's just looking at me. So I look through the window. There's a red Ford F-150 and a brother getting out. So I start grabbing my clothes and putting everything on fast as hell. I'm like, who is that? Who is that? And she says, that's my husband. I said, thought you didn't have no. And I'm fussing back. I'm like, why you put me? You know, me and her going back and forth. She's like, Don, just get under the bed. Get under the bed. She was trying to hide me. And I'm trying to get the hell out of there. I don't play games like that. So I'm running down the stairs while this ninja opened the door. And I stopped. And he looked at me like a lion looks at a gazelle. And he opened his mouth and he told me, I got something for you. He was so angry that I felt the fear. Because I got a blicky, but it was in my car. And I felt the fear, man. The hair on my neck stood up. And I knew this man was going to murder me. I knew that. I was done. Scared to death. So he's running back to the truck. I run back upstairs. She's sitting in the bed with no clothes on and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I opened up the window and was just looking. It was 2-story drop. They had a little porch type of, like a garage type white metal roof. And I could hear him coming back through the door. And I jumped out of there, land on the roof, went through it and onto my arm, breaking my arm in 2 places. I get up and just run to my car with I'm running 100 miles an hour, and he's at the window and he's screaming and he starts to shoot and he's shooting. I'm talking about, it was the grace of God that I didn't get killed. I get to my car and man, I scratched off as I'm hearing bullets and he was screaming. And he was screaming. He wanted to murder me. He ran behind. Look, I was so scared of this situation that I quit the job. I never went back. I don't think I got my last paycheck. And this is crazy. Now, 2.5, 3 years have passed. Now, this is crazy what I'm about to tell you. Because I didn't talk to her again after this happened. They never answered her calls. I don't know what had happened between them until I seen this. You know how Facebook has, do you know this person? I see Jamisha. And I just click on it and they're still together. They got pictures. They on cruises together. I had this woman who did all kind of things to me. We was having, we had sessions. We had things going on hot and heavy in my car. These women have so many options. They lie. They cheat. Brothers need to be, that's why I tell men all the time, man, stop being plantation bros. Stop believing these women. These women lie a lot. And look, I was sad because I really liked her. I thought she was good, man. So now, when people hear me say things like, I treat all women like snakes. I don't trust any of them. Any of them a lie. That's what I mean by that. Jamisha almost got me killed. That was one of the most scariest things that ever happened to me in my life. I risked it all for some box. And because she told me she didn't have no husband, she didn't have anything. And I remember now looking back that I saw boots in the closet. These are things I tell people, man, when you're in that werewolf mode, sometimes you don't look at these things. This woman almost got me murdered, and I was in there trying to get some box. Now the box was good. It ain't worth your life, but it was some good box. I had a good time with it. But it's the crazy thing is, dude simp so hard, he's still with her. I don't know what she told him to keep him there, but that tell you, man, why women cheat so much, because they got options. You even see these things going on right now with Travis Hunter and different things, man. Dudes will tolerate foolishness. And when you tolerate things out of a woman, she have lost all respect for you. You're done. It's over with. So I'm telling you guys, man, don't tolerate nothing. Get your passport. And don't tolerate women. Don't tolerate stuff from women in these foreign countries. Don't tolerate nothing, man. You always got to put yourself first. You know, don't definitely, man. You can risk your life in the United States. Whether it's child support, cheating. You know how many men are in the grave right now because some woman lied? You know how many men are in jail right now because some woman lied in the United States, man? The laws are too unbalanced. So I'm telling you guys, this is story time. Brother might think it's funny because I went through some crazy things with it. But, man, we got to be careful, man. So, look, man, we are out, man. Thank you guys for rocking out with channel, man. I'm definitely going to be doing more story times. We are out.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.